People are getting tired of driving in Boise, Idaho and other parts of the United States. And the reason is because of all the traffic and all the road rage and bad driving habits. And honestly, in some cases, really just want people off the road that can't drive the way you're supposed to and responsibly. But today, we're not just complaining about driving habits, we're actually gonna break it down for you. And the top 10 things that people hate about drivers in Boise, Idaho, the top 10 things they do that are bad, that they don't like, and the United States. And you've probably seen some of these things or done them yourself or had them done to you. But before we get into that list, let's talk about the good things that are happening in Boise, Idaho. With real estate boom, traffic and frustration, it's just a minor glitch in the roadmap to your success out here in Boise, Idaho. Boise is still one of the biggest expanding areas in the United States. Of course, you have lots of jobs across the country, housing demand and development's on the rise, and you're going to want to stay to listen to the top 10 things that people hate about driving in the Boise area and other places in the United States, and you're not going to believe what the number one thing is. Maybe you will. But first, we're out here in Boise, Idaho in the Military Reserve hiking trails, which is part of the Ridge to Rivers trail system. And there's a wide mix of hiking and things to do, biking routes and so forth out here that are just challenging. So it's a great spot in the Boise area to get outside and move. Also, my wife Danielle is out here and with me today. Say hi to Danielle.
Hi, how are you?
And she runs a cooking channel called Cook with Dani. So if you're into good food, desserts, and simple recipes, you can actually make at home. Go check her out. I'll drop a link below and say hi. Subscribe if you enjoy it. All right, with that being said, let's get into the top 10 things that drivers do that annoy people. And get ready for the last one, which would be number 1. I know you're going to identify with this one, so stay tuned. So number 10, people driving too slow in the passing lane. People camping out in the left lane, backing up in traffic. It's one of the biggest complaints nationwide. The passing lane is designed to keep traffic moving, but sometimes drivers settle in them and create long lines behind them. Can you identify? Number 9, not letting people merge. You signal to merge and suddenly the driver speeds up like they're defending the last parking spot on earth. And instead of allowing traffic to flow smoothly, some drivers seem to prevent anyone from getting in front of them. Number 8, excessive high beams. Driving at night can be frustrating when someone has their high beams on, even after the driver's flash. Now I know I've driven to work, I flash my lights, and people love keeping those high beams on as if to punish you. And they never dim them, and so make it difficult to see, and also creates a dangerous situation for everyone on the road. Number 7, distracted driving. People looking at their phones, touchscreens, eating, sometimes putting on their makeup at stoplights, and adjusting navigation systems. So just doing just about anything except paying attention to the road ahead of them and the traffic beside them. Okay, and of course, distracted driving continues to be one of the leading causes of accidents and near misses. Number 6, cutting people off. Jumping lanes with almost no space and forcing other drivers to hit the brakes. A sudden lane change can create a chain reaction that affects everyone on the road and everyone around them. Number 5, weaving through traffic. Now that's the driver who thinks they're qualifying for NASCAR on the Interstate 84. And the constant lane changes and aggressive driving often has little time to react, which increases the risk for accidents. I've seen this more and more again on the roads. People don't signal and they almost hit you when they come up from behind you and cross over in the next lane, or they go over right in front of you. Number 4, not using turn signals. People just get over, they don't signal. It's pretty annoying, and most people, a lot of people rather, over half, don't use the turn signals anyway. Number 3, this is the fun one. Speeding up when someone signals, whether it's on a merge or whether, of course, you're signaling to get over. What I like to do is wait till I'm just about over, or wanting to get over rather, then I signal, head check, go over. I try not to signal so far in advance that people like to speed up and block it, but you do want to give them time. Of course, this creates frustration, make traffic more dangerous for everyone. Number 2, this is one has to do with cell phones. Can you guess? Texting and driving. Looking down at a phone, just a few seconds enough to cause an accident. Happens all the time. There was an incident in a report that went national where somebody was at a red light, a little car, and a truck driver was driving, texting his wife because They were going to have a baby, and he got excited, didn't see the car in front of him, and he ran over the car, crushed the car, and the person didn't make it. Landed right on the car. Took first responders and all kinds of people to about an hour, a couple hours to get him out. And number one, the big one, can you guess what it is? That is tailgating. That's the person that likes to get right behind you. And when you speed up, they speed up. It doesn't matter if you're in a 15-mile-an-hour parking lot. It doesn't matter if you're in a 15-mile-an-hour area, road. They will speed up. And the faster you go, they just like to be behind you. So we're gonna have some tips in just a second for that and how to adjust your mood so you don't get angry. But that's my top 10 on things that annoy people in Boise, Idaho and other areas of driving. Make sure you drop a comment below. Tell me what yours are. Maybe it's on the list, maybe it's not. Tell me why, and I'll sweep around as I can and respond back to your comments. And other people would like to hear from you, and I'm gonna be interested to see what you say. Okay, now let's talk about things to do when people are tailgating you and doing things on the road to make you angry so you calm down. Now I'm going to give you the 5 things that you can do, starting with 5 to number 1. Things you can do to calm down so you don't overreact, you don't get angry at the drivers and cause an accident yourself and create high blood pressure. Number 5, remember, it's usually not personal. Usually drivers hurry, late for work, they're thinking about something else, they're distracted. So a lot of times, unless you make it personal, it's not about you. And of course, number 4, don't let them control your driving. So if they're tailgating you, don't speed up, make you go faster, because they'll just go faster anyway. Make sure that you don't let someone else's impatience cause you to make poor decisions. And defensive driving experts consistently recommend maintaining a steady, predictable speed. Number 3, giving yourself more space ahead. Now, this sounds backwards, but safety experts rather recommend increasing the space between you and the vehicle in front of you than when you're being tailgated. I've also done this, created more space in front of me. And of course, the drivers a lot of times end up backing up because they see what I'm doing, they were distracted, and they want to do as I do, and they're reminded. Number 2, stay relaxed. I like listening to classical music. Once I have this going on, I make sure I shift. A lot of times I go to work with classical music anyway, so that I keep calm, relaxed. You know, sometimes you can do Christian music, anything that keeps you relaxed. But make sure that you don't get the monkey mind. Make sure the goal is your focus of driving safely instead of focusing on the tailgater, okay? Also, for me, if somebody's tailgating me and it's at night, I like to flip my rearview mirror so it's not as bright. You have that flip switch on it. And my outside mirror on my driver's side, I flip it outward so I don't see the headlights a whole lot. And so once they're back up, I readjust my mirrors. And the number 1 thing, the last thing, look for those double lanes so you can go to the right and let them pass you. Slow down a little bit, let them get right on by you, and you'll be just fine. Overall, Boise, Idaho is a great place to live. So it's growing fast, a lot of things happen out here. So stay tuned, because we're gonna go over things like hiking, great restaurants to eat at, real estate, how you can get into a nice place out here, you get some land if you want, get a good job and employment, and even reaching out to people that kind of help you set up before you get out here. Now, I'm currently working on my real estate license, so I'll keep you updated here when I get licensed here. So right now, we're going to talk about factual things that are going on, but then we'll get more specific when I get licensed. And of course, we'll talk a lot more on real estate too. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like this video and subscribe, and make sure you watch this next video on my left here, over here on the screen. Thanks again for watching.